Hello everybody, Kane here today with another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today we're back on the world to, well, do some stuff, I guess? So last episode, you'll remember, we finished off the Diplodocus, and I asked you guys what you guys wanted to see next. The Raptor House, the Ice Age stuff, just random bits and pieces. And the Raptor House, I believe, actually won. However, although yes, I really want to do that project, I've realized it's a big project. I mean, yes, we just did the Diplodocus, which was another big project, but I mean, the Raptor House is a project that's going to take even longer to do just because of the nature of how I want to make it. And I've kind of realized I don't really have a good solid plan for it yet. Like, I think I spent yesterday, also sorry for no stream yesterday. Like I said, I've been busy prepping some stuff for other things, and then I was actually brainstorming the Raptor House for a good deal of yesterday as well, trying to come up with a design I really liked, and I haven't quite figured it out yet, so we're gonna actually put a bit of a rain check on the Raptor House. It will be the next big project. Also, someone did point out, I forgot to mention the museum. The museum is going to be another big project we do, but that's also gonna be a little whiles away. Anyway, I've decided we are going to do more work on the Cenozoic area, and I've realized it's got a bit of a weird layout, actually. So you'll remember, I actually cleared all the trees out of here. You'll remember, last time we were here, I said, oh, this will be like something. For some reason, even though, yes, I have a mini-map, it didn't register to me how small this area is, and also how many animals we're putting down here. Because the only two, I believe, we're putting in the, I think there's only two animals, yeah, we're putting in the Ice Age, the actual, like, snowy area. I mean, so what do we have? We have, to go down in this area, we have Megalania, Titanus, Kalenkin, Forest Raucus, Quagga, Dodo, and Elasmotherium? Oh, and Smilodon. Granted, Elasmotherium, I think, could go in the snowy area, because I mean, technically they lived in Siberia, so I think that works. So probably 7 animals are gonna go here. So I've been looking at this area, and I think I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't think we're gonna get an animal in this episode. It's more just gonna be kind of laying things out, I think. But I figured I'd just kind of go over the idea of what we're gonna do. So obviously this is going to be an exhibit. I haven't decided which one this is gonna be yet. I mean, it's one of the larger areas, so something big. Then we're gonna come over to this island here, possibly. And I was considering maybe having this island here in the middle of the river. I mean, it's pretty big, so we can bring a pathway up here or something, have it kind of come along. However, the more I've been looking at it, the more I think I won't. And instead, what will happen is we have, oh, where is it? You can't really see it, but basically there's a flat area back there behind those trees. That'll be an exhibit, so we'll have 1, 2, 3, and then we have some areas over here. So 4, and then like 5. Basically, most of the exhibits are probably gonna be over on this side for this section of the park, the, I guess, non-ice part. And we're gonna build them all kind of connecting over here. And I think this is actually a much better thing than I originally thought. I was like, oh, I wanna have them all, you know, be in their own little area and have that be that. But I kind of realized I don't necessarily want the Cenozoic creatures to be super detached from the rest of the park for one main reason, and that is I don't really want there to only be one path to get over here. I would like there to be multiple pathways kind of bringing you over this direction. Because if we come over here, this actually connects up with like the main park. So there will be a pathway coming, like a bridge onto there that will come over here that will lead back over to, you know, this side of the park. Oh, here are some of the Meganura that escaped. Looks like it's just 2. Well, that's cool. I don't think I'll be able to get them back in the exhibit, but we can leave them here for now. But yeah, like, oh, is that a 3rd one? Yeah, I guess we got a couple around here. But like, there's more dinosaur stuff that's gonna be heading over on this side of the park right here. So basically, I wanted to make sure that it does connect up. I wanted to make sure, you know, it's not just super far away and like there's no other way to get around there, because I think that's more realistic for a zoo. Like, you know, you're gonna have multiple ways to get to one area not just one. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of the plan. So I'm actually trying to think now, what am I doing for the rest of the episode? Because usually, you know, it's like I go in and I have a very specific plan for what I'm doing, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this, 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 and this. I don't really have that yet because I haven't really decided what animal I want to do in each area. I was trying to think, actually, probably since this will be the first one, this is the one I should decide with first. Oh, I should actually go over. This is actually the longest intro I've recorded in a long time. I haven't done like a. This feels like the older style of recording I used to do. Which I'm actually okay with to some degree. I kind of like that. It's a fun style. Also, that has changed somewhat of my plans because that spot over there was where we were originally going to put our like veterinary station or ranger station. I do think we're going to change that. It'll depend. Anyway, another thing I wanted to mention real quick is that we are going to be taking out the majority of the trees over here. And I also put these trees in. I don't think I mentioned this, but yeah, these trees are now here. The kind we've got in the Platybelodon and the Gustornis and the Platybelodon exhibits, and these trees are going to be the predominant ones going throughout the rest of this area, and I'll make a few more variations of them, but they're going to be the primary trees we're going to be working with as we continue over here. Well, not up to the colder areas. The colder areas will kind of have their own thing going. Also, I need to work more on that terraforming project there. But anyway, I came up here and I was trying to think, what are we gonna do with this? We've got maybe 3 animals. I think, yeah, 3 animals we're gonna put up here. And I've been trying to think, like, where do we have space for 3 animals? Because this mountain range is a lot less usable than I thought it was. Because, I don't know, it just kind of is. I mean, we've got a couple small nooks and crannies here and there. I mean, for sure, there'll probably be an animal that goes like right in here, kind of in this little valley here. But then I was like, well, what are we gonna do? There's no real like super flat area next to it. And part of me was like, oh, we'll just build like, you know, a hill, like a pathway that goes up over the hill. But I'm starting to think, with somewhere like this, we could very easily, and this is now making me think I should do Smilodon in here instead of in the foresty area. Is that we could do tunnels that kind of lead in and like through, so you get like this big side underground viewing area into an exhibit, stuff like that. I don't know. Again, it's kind of just like a work in progress. So we've got those 2 areas, I think. And then as for like the next one, I've had 2 main ideas, and that is we either continue running up over this mountain, and we stick another animal back here. There's a good amount of space and stuff. It's just more of like it's basically just a continuation of this main one. It's more just trying to figure out how to get a pathway through here, because, I mean, I don't know, I'd have to figure all that out. Again, tunnels might be what we have to do. The other idea was to put it up on the mountain where we're extending it. It's actually getting to be nighttime, that's crazy. But yeah, is to put an exhibit kind of up here, which is actually against what I wanted to do with that, because I was like, oh, I just want that to be like a nature thing. But we'll see. Anyway, it's already getting dark. Dang, I must have been talking for way too long. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of the main goal of this episode so far. It's just to kind of give you guys an idea of where the Cenozoic Park is going. Because, I mean, see, the advantage of like the Dinos Park so far has been, I don't really need to give an idea of how an area is looking, because obviously the area is just going to be more dinosaurs and stuff like that. Or it's not a building, it's a lot of individual exhibits that I'm trying to place in a different order. So I guess I have 2 main questions as of now for you guys, and that is, which section of the Cenozoic Park do you want to see? Do you want to see the mountains, or do you want to see the like forest river valley that we're doing? Because the order of the animals, I'm probably going to choose based off what I think will work best. Because I've been trying to figure out what animal will go here, and I don't know. I was thinking Megalania, in all honesty, but the more I look at it, the more I think this actually will probably be my quagga exhibit. Yeah, no, I think I might put the quaggas here, because it's a good little field we can kind of fill with them. Anyway, I think that's all for now. So I'm gonna probably do a tiny bit of work, kind of see if I can get some stuff rolling, and yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in just a second. Alright guys, we're back, and you'll notice I'm not where I last was. I actually took a bit of a break from working on what I was supposed to work on, and decided to work on some other stuff. Also, this Triceratops here decided it was going to have a bit of a breakout. Oh, I haven't turned the feathers back on. I forgot to do that, I guess. Yeah, I took the feathers off all dinosaurs I could unfeather, mostly just because I wanted to see, like, what I could do, I guess. Or, like, what I liked better. I do prefer the Gallimimus to have feathers, in all honesty. But I was looking at some of the other dinosaur textures to see whether or not I like the non-feathered versions more or not. And I really like the non-feathered... Oh my goodness, I didn't even see you. I think I mentioned that you might have gotten out last episode, didn't I? We'll leave you there for now. You're in an area where you aren't really going to escape. Anyway, looking back at this, I did some work on the barn. I got rid of this back part because it was kind of messing up the symmetry, so yeah. But yeah, so I worked a bit on this. I realized I kind of want to figure out how I'm supposed to do the roof because I don't think I built my roof right, and I need to figure out how to fix it because I don't really know how at the moment. But yeah, so I worked a bit on this, just kind of got some stuff done on it. And then I came back actually and worked a bit on the Diplodocus. What I did, well, to be honest, was mostly I just started to try and get the pathway set up. Oh, and I actually worked a lot on this. Also, the Diplodocus, those two haven't moved at all, but this one's moved a tiny bit. He woke up, moved, ate a bit of grass, and then immediately fell back to sleep, so I don't know what to think about that. But anyway, as you can see, I have this coming out here. And what this is kind of, in my mind process thing, is basically kind of like the Triceratops viewing area. So it's just gonna be like the special viewing area. I think it's actually like about in the middle of the exhibit. I might extend it a bit more this direction and a bit more this direction. Basically, it's just gonna get you a bit closer to the exhibit. It'll be covered and stuff like that. I think it should look pretty nice. Yeah, I've also considered lowering it down, but I haven't quite decided if I'm gonna do that yet. Did I do anything else? Oh yeah, I did a bit more rock work, as you can see, like over here. That's a bit more done, and if we actually hop into the exhibit, well, we'll have to hop up here. But as you can see, I kind of finished up even more of the rock work here, just because, I don't know, I kind of wanted to finish this exhibit off a tiny bit more, and I think it's looking good. Like, we got the grass coming up here. It's looking a lot more natural now. I don't think I did any work over here, did I? Oh, I guess I raised the rock walls up a bit here. I don't really think I did too much in this area, in all honesty. No, oh, there's a massive hole back here that I didn't fill. Well, that's very much a very me thing. Yeah, so I mean, the Diplodocus exhibit still has some work I need to do on it, but you know, I figured why not come back for a few minutes, just kind of fix things up, work on it a bit, see how these guys are coming along. I don't actually have my Dinopedia on me, but oh, they're definitely a lot bigger now. They'll be really cool when they're fully grown, I think. They really will be. But yeah, so we'll have this new viewing area. Oh, was it? Some people gave suggestions actually, and I feel like I can mention that now since we're over here. Some people were talking about how I should, like, maybe, I think they were talking about this area in particular, but like, oh, put not Diplodocus, Henotus there. And someone, I believe, suggested with the pathway here, having it go down into the cliffs and building a viewing area here, or building like an underground tunnel, I guess, that would go into the exhibit. And I think that's an interesting idea, but I don't think I'm going to do it because kind of the goal with this exhibit was to have it be like this, have it be, well, just this kind of exhibit you don't really get to, that you don't get super close to. It's more just, you know, you've got this big river, you got this river between you and the dinosaurs, although to be honest, you don't really see the river for the most part, unless like you're looking maybe like here or something, but it's actually pretty well hidden. But yeah, like I want this to be the main view you get of them. Just this, like, you know, high up kind of vantage point of the dinosaurs, because I feel like if this was like an actual zoo and there were actual dinosaurs here, this is probably the best way you'd get to see them, is a high up vantage point where you'd get a better view, which again is making me rethink the design of the Brachiosaurus exhibit. I haven't done any work on the tunnel yet, but I think that's all the work I've done since the last clip. Again, I know I should have started the Cenozoic area, but I don't know, I had a tiny bit of a drive to just kind of come back and finish a bit of stuff. Plus, we officially haven't started anything yet. It's not like we're in the middle of a project, so I can kind of do more of this. I'm gonna have to deal with you later. Well, I'll deal with him when I make this the Ankylosaurus exhibit, I guess. Anyway, I think I'm gonna cut here. I'm gonna go back and work a tiny bit on the Cenozoic area, and then we'll come back and probably end the episode. So see you guys in just a minute. All right, guys, we're back. I made a bit of progress on this area. So, I started obviously where we left off with the pathway right here at the Castornis exhibit. And then I carefully and masterfully crafted this all spruce walkway that leads nowhere. I don't know why I'm doing this voice, but I am, because why not? Yeah, basically, I started laying out the path. Laying out the path, I guess. No, laying out the path and trying to decide how I wanted it to work, really. I know by doing this secondary curve, I kind of cut out a lot of space that would have been useful in the exhibit, but I also kind of think it'll kind of work because I'm going to fill in this section, most likely, and reroute some things. I might also just see it's kind of weird. There's this little like prong here of a river that flows through, and I'm very much considering just filling this all in to add more space. I still don't know which animal's gonna go here in all honesty, which is why it's about to be nighttime. We're gonna run back to the bug house to sleep real quick, which is good. We haven't been over to like the bug house in a little while. Oh, also I completely forgot when we were over here earlier. I got Mark back in his cage, so Mark's not, you know, an escapee anymore. Did we hatch Marcus Tornus? I feel like we didn't we? Was that last episode? Was that an episode or two ago? A few episodes ago? I honestly don't remember anymore. My memory of what happens in these videos is like getting worse by the day. I kid you not. Like, I'm like, oh, I know what's going on. And no, I don't. This is like a weird thing. I don't really know what's happening around me. There's Mark. See, I got him home. Mark's home now. Anyway, so I need to get another Arthropleura because I forgot we're down one. There's all our Diplocalus. I like these guys a lot. They're very cool. Obviously we've got our Tiktaalics, which I believe are just all hanging out in the main pool now. They don't really come back into the inside area anymore. We never really finished the bug house, did we? I mean, there's still a bed in here. I mean, most of the interior is pretty much done. Although I have considered, and I'll probably, like, seriously ask you guys about this later, but, oh, I guess I can do that in this episode. Anyway, but I want to, like, go over some of the reasons why I didn't do too much building for, like, the actual exhibit itself this episode. I mean, I actually did a fair amount, I think. Like, I've definitely set up where an exhibit's going to be. But the reason I'm not really like going deep diving into how everything's gonna look is because I kind of realized I haven't decided what animal's going where yet, and I haven't really decided what this center island is going to be, or like the center landmass, because I've decided this isn't going to be an exhibit. This is going to be something else. This will probably be like a building or two even. Maybe like we'll have a restaurant here and a restroom or something like that. And that will be in this section. And then we'll have like various paths branching off to go to different areas. So it's kind of like I need to probably think more about how I want to utilize the center area, because this is going to basically spring off into every single little enclosure, so I want to make sure I get this center area fully planned out and done correctly. Which means next episode will probably be this exhibit, so I guess we can have you guys vote on what you want in this exhibit. What are the options, I guess? I'm trying to think. Probably Quagga is definitely an option. Quagga, I mean, I guess Megalania is an option. We could do a Terror Bird over here. I mean, I guess if we're getting rid of this like water section, we could even make like a fence down the center, like right here, and split this into two different Terror Bird exhibits or something. We could definitely do that. Although I'd prefer to just be one. Honestly, I'm still thinking that Quagga is probably the best option. Or the Elasmotherium could go here as well. I think that would fit quite good. Megalania, I guess. I don't know. it's kind of up to you guys. Let me know what you guys would be interested in seeing in this area here. And then I guess next episode we can work on that. But yeah, other than that, I don't think I really have much to do. Or to like talk about or explain right now. I think that's about it. So, oh, I was gonna say something, wasn't I? It was about the bug house. Oh yeah, we never really finished the bug house, did we? We still need to do like the interior. Oh, and that's that. I'm considering adding a few more decorative mods in. Now, I think I've mentioned this before. I'm trying to keep this series somewhat mod light. For a couple of reasons. One is the fewer mods I have, the more creative I have to be with my block choices, which I think makes me a better builder. And number two, it's that since I'm trying to do lots of world download, or since there are going to be lots of world downloads for you guys, the more mods I install, the more mods you guys have to install to play it. And granted, right now it's just like fossils and archaeology, chisel, fairy lights, and I think that's actually about it. It's about like 3 mods you need to run this world. But there's a few more I was considering adding in just purely for some decorative blocks they add in that would like, I think zoo and wildlife actually is one of the mods I'm considering. None of the mobs I believe will spawn in this world because it was generated before they were put in, but it adds in some really beautiful park benches and trash cans and lighting we can put into the park, which I think would actually really make this zoo look a lot nicer. Anyway, I'm considering stuff like that, so I guess let me know what you guys think about that as well. Anyway, I've droned on for far too long, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed. I hope you're looking forward to seeing what we do over here in this section of the park. And yeah, until next time, guys, see ya.